All right, so it looks like there is exciting news on the Call of Duty front. Of course, the game to bring it to us was not Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare II, or Warzone 2. Nope. We got some news about Black Ops
We
2024.
are still over a year
Let's
away
see.
from Black Ops 2024 releasing, but today we're going to be discussing a series of substantial leaks, beginning with one that happened today with the accidental leak of a new main character that is going to be in the next Black Ops game.
Fuck yeah, new main character.
Reported on by Insider Gaming, the American actor Luke Charles Stafford has claimed on his Facebook page that Activision have decided to adapt their next main character, whose name is Ratcliffe, for Call of Duty off of his face and likeness. And by him mentioning at the end of his post that
Who the
next
fuck
year
is
he
Luke
will
Charles
all be able
Stafford?
to play as his character, and the mention of next year is exactly when Treyarch are set to release their next Call of Duty game. Within the post, we can see many images of him taking a massive full body motion capture scan in the same rig that they use to capture anyone that ends up being in the game as a full operator. But with Treyarch's game a year and a half away, it is around about now that this sort of thing would start happening for them to begin motion capturing all of the cutscenes and the in-game cinematics for the game. If this was for Call of Duty 2023, there is no way they'd be leaving it this late, especially when he is the new main character, which wouldn't make sense for that to be within Modern Warfare 3. Now, clearly this actor here was just extremely excited to share this awesome news with his Facebook audience, but unfortunately, it's very likely that he's broken his non-disclosure agreement doing this, and he'll have to take down this post and potentially get in trouble. But as is the internet, once it's on there, it's there forever. But what is crazy is out of anything we've heard so far,
Well, that wasn't all that exciting. I don't even know who that guy is, but let's
rumored
continue.
or leaked about Black Ops 2024, this is the most concrete bit of information about the game that has leaked so far. And we have to talk about this main character whose name is Ratcliffe, because the really interesting thing is that this character might be based on a real life soldier who was in the Gulf War called Peter Ratcliffe. He was a former British Army soldier who served in the Parachute Regiment for nearly 30 years, and he was awarded the Distinguished Conduct Medal for gallantry in action during the Gulf War. It can't just be a coincidence that lines up perfectly with real-life history of a soldier called Ratcliffe. Now, there is every possibility that this main character, Ratcliffe, could be based off the real-life Peter Ratcliffe, or just simply be inspired or follow in that very heavily rumored narrative of it being set in the 90s during the Gulf War. Now, in Cold War, we had quite a few new characters introduced, the main one, of course, being Russell Adler. And I don't know about you, but every new character in Black Ops Cold War I thought was fantastic. So, seeing a new main character alongside the Black Ops classics like Frank
Adler is a classic,
over the last
man.
2 weeks on Twitter, various COD leakers have leaked and teased more things that are going to be coming to the game, with one account called The Ghost of MW3, who tweeted this image of a soldier standing in a desert looking at a storm. And putting all of those visual clues together, this is teasing Operation Desert Storm, which was the second of two key phases during the Gulf War spearheaded by the United States. There was Operation Desert Shield and then Operation Desert Storm. More direct hints that this game is well and truly set during the Gulf War. Now, the other hint that was given by this Twitter account was this image tweeted here, which is of a very specific type of aircraft called an Iraqi MiG-29.
It's a MiG-29.
Lies in ruins after it was destroyed by Allied forces during Operation Desert Storm. So all in all, what can we gather from those? Well, it seems that a portion of the game's campaign, or maybe even just the whole game itself, will take place during that specific moment in time in Operation Desert Storm and explore all of the complexities that went on during that phase of the Gulf War. If we look at
hell, it looks like we're going to Iraq, boys. Might just have to play a little more House of Ashes.
What actually happened was also exploring some of the conspiracy and what-if scenarios that could turn the narrative in a new fictional setting for the Black Ops universe. Another iconic COD leaker on Twitter known as Ralph's Valve has been tweeting a bunch of stuff over the last few months about the next Black Ops game, with a teaser video that's still up on his Twitter showcasing a bunch of Gulf War footage, along with Rolling Stone's Sympathy of the Devil, and at times you can hear some sound bites of Adler talking with the iconic line, "We've got a job to do." There's also been
a job to do
of some cryptic tweets that were tweeted and deleted within a minute that seem to tease other parts of the game, such as the return of General Manuel Noriega, who was one of the major antagonists in Call of Duty Black Ops 2. who was the de facto military president of Panama from 1983 to 1989.
Panama.
The CIA in
This was a
capturing
theme,
Raul
man.
Menendez. With Black Ops 2 jumping between the end of the 1980s and to the 2025s, Noriega is still alive as of 1989, so there's no reason canonically and in the timeline that he couldn't appear in this game, seeing as it's rumored to be set in the 1990s. According to another COD leaker back in September last year, Ghost of Hope, he stated that the campaign will cover Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom. I am so intrigued to see this because Treyarch handle this sort of thing so well, and this is also a time frame that we have never seen COD go into before, and it also opens the possibility for there to be many different countries.
So would that be in like 2003?
Iraq, Kuwait, the Philippines, Somalia, Afghanistan, and even Panama. Now, what is absolutely crazy is just how much we know already about the game in terms of the list of weapons that are rumored to be in the game already, as well as some of the names of multiplayer maps. As within the code and the files of Warzone Mobile, there has been strings of code that have now been removed that gave away weapon names and map names and even map loading images that were in there as far as a year ago. So we already know a fair amount of some very early ideas that Treyarch might be toying with for this game. We know that there is a multiplayer map called Stealth, which features some sort of air hangar in the desert with explosions happening in the background. There is another map called Pillage, which is set to take place in a very extravagant palace, and there's artwork on the wall which seems to dictate that the palace belonged to Saddam Hussein. If that stays true into the final game, that's going to be
pillaging Saddam's palace should be fun.
Sounds to have map loading screens already leaked on the internet that aren't real. They were copyrighted by Activision, and the reasoning was requesting takedown for the links containing content for Treyarch's unannounced Call of Duty project. As far as the weapons that are going to be in this Black Ops 2024 game, this is what was rumored to be found within the Warzone mobile files. For assault rifles at the moment, there seems to be 6 assault rifles, 4 battle rifles, 3 DM, which I assume could be designated marksman rifles, 1 knife, 4 LMGs, 3 pistols, 4 shotguns, 5 SMGs, and 4 sniper rifles. When it comes to zombies, we know very little apart from the fact that the mode will be set in the 1990s, as we saw in the ending for the final zombies map Forsaken. It jumped ahead 5 years later to 1990, where it's set somewhere in Japan with Dr. Peck, so that's really exciting and lends heavily again into the rumor of the 90s being the main
90s Japan was pretty ill.
We are heavily rumored to be getting zombies with Modern Warfare 3 as like an outbreak hybrid mode that's going to continue it on, but I definitely think we're going to see it in its full entirety within Black Ops 2024, along with the return of round-based zombies and the continuation of the Dark Ether storyline, where we're going to see exactly what Rick Toffin as a director is going to be getting up to with Project Janus. But I'm just so
what is Janus, man?
Anything that we've had regarding this game, this is the actual first official but not quite official piece of information which we know is 100% real. We are still so far away from this game being announced, let alone it coming out, but I will keep you guys updated with anything regarding news and leaks on Black Ops 2024. So to make sure you don't miss out, please hit that subscribe button and turn the notification bell on. If you enjoyed the video,
quite a lot there, so pretty happy that there's a diverse weapon selection. But that is something that we expect from all Call of Duty games we've gotten after. We've got a rough time frame. Now I'm just wondering, will it span from the 90s to the mid-2000s? Maybe. Maybe not. I'm super excited, man. I can't wait for the next Black Ops game. Fuck this Infinity Ward Modern Warfare crap. Until next time, I see you again. Boy Tony Vogue, the boy Zombie Slayer. I just forgot how to talk. Check out my A channel.